Welcome back. In this video, we're going to look at symbols and diagrams for electric circuits. We're going to be studying different types of circuits, and it's not going to be practical for us to draw out the components of a circle. For example, I've been drawing a battery and a lamp for several of my circuit diagrams. It's going to be much easier for us to use symbols and diagrams to describe our electric circuits. And so I want to go over some of the symbols that you're going to see for my next couple of videos. If you want to represent a single cell battery, you can draw it like this. One thing you have to memorize for the voltage source for these battery sources is that the long line represents the positive terminal and the short line represents the negative terminal. If you have more than one cell, you can draw the battery like this. It represents more than one cell inside of the battery. And so this is the symbol that we use for a battery. And just please try to remember that the long line represents the positive terminal and the short line represents the negative terminal. If you want to represent a wire, it's just a line. And then a resistor is zigzag like this. And for a lot of our examples in physics, we just are considering the lamps to be resistors. So if I say 3 lamps are in series, I'll probably just have you use the symbol for a resistor, do the zigzag lines. Oftentimes, though, you would use this symbol here to represent a lamp. If you have a switch in your circuit, you can show an open switch as if you have switches in your circuit, this would represent an open switch, and this represents a closed switch. For example, here's a diagram using a battery symbol, and this represents a 3-cell battery. So this could be like you packing 3 D-cell batteries or lining up 3 D-cell batteries in series to create a more powerful battery. Here's the positive terminal of the battery, and this is the negative terminal of the battery. And the battery's hooked up in circuit to 1, 2, 3 resistors. And like I said, for us, we might consider our lamps being the resistors. So if it says 3 batteries are hooked up to 3 lamps, you could just use the resistor symbols, because the lamps are representing resistors in our circuits. Here's another way to draw a 3-cell battery hooked up to 3 lamps or 3 resistors. Again, we have the battery with the positive end being represented by the long line and the negative terminal being represented by the short line. And we have it hooked up to 1, 2, 3 resistors or 3 lamps, and these are going to be in what we call parallel, something that we'll study here in just a little while.